I was fired up. Found out a couple days ago. It's been a goal of mine ever since I committed to Miami. I remember going into my freshman year, you had a goal sheet, and I wrote on that paper 4 years ago that I wanted to be a team captain and I want to be the Friday night starter. And I'm glad I'm getting the opportunity and I'm grateful for it.
Awesome. We're going to go to David Ferones of the Sun Sentinel. David, go ahead.
Hey Fed, how different, if at all, does your approach have to be now? Starting a game as opposed to either getting thrown in for a safe situation or a key spot out of the bullpen late.
I mean, at the end of the day, you got to go out there and get outs. It was a little bit of an adjustment, building up arm strength. The throwing program was a little different. Throwing a bullpen in between outings, but it's something I haven't done in the past. It's what I've wanted to do for a long time, and I'm just excited for it.
Great. We're going to go to Christopher Stock of Inside the U. Stock, go ahead.
Yeah, Daniel, Florida returns a number of hitters. I'm kind of curious about your process in scouting, how much you've done in that, because like I said, they've returned a bunch of guys and guys you've seen in the past to prepare you for your start. Just kind of curious how that's gone.
Haven't started quite yet. We had to get the rotation set first. I mean, it's pretty much the same team as last year, from what I understand. Got a lot of good players. I'm sure I'll sit down with JD either today, tomorrow, the next day, and figure out a game plan. But at the end of the day, it's still pitching. Got to execute the pitches that are called, and we'll go from there.
All right, Fed, we got time for a couple more. We're going to go to Louis Zabala of CBS4. Louis, go ahead.
Hey, Fed. You're a little bit. You show your emotions out there on the mound as a closer. When you got to go one inning or maybe an inning and a little bit, you can do that. As a starter, are you going to have to maybe tone it down a little bit and keep it for certain situations when you show that emotion, especially starting off in Gainesville up against Florida?
My personality is my personality. I've been like that since I was little. I'm very competitive. I don't mean it in disrespect towards anybody. I do have to tone it down a little bit, save some energy now. I got to go a little bit more than an inning or two. But I'm still going to be the same pitcher I've always been, especially for the past 4 years. Nothing's a change in my approach or my demeanor. Same kid.
The mentality, though, how does it change a starter now? I mean, you go in there full bore as a closer, or if you're gonna you're gonna go only a certain number of batters. The mentality, the way your strategy. I know you've been a starter before, so how has that mindset changed back to this now?
I'd say mostly, you got to really learn to pitch. I mean, if you want to go through a lineup 2-3 times, you got to show them stuff different than you did the first time around. You got to execute things multiple times. When you're going out there for a save, it doesn't matter how it happens. They could get 3 lineouts. You could walk the bases loaded and, get out of it somehow. Now, you got to pace yourself a little bit, but you still got to attack guys. Nothing really changes. Just can't worry about velocity. Can't worry about an umpire or a bad play or a bad pitch or one bad inning. You got the rest of the game to worry about. So it's a little different, but it's still the same game.